Aw, yeah, we're back, baby. Where's that stupid alien? There he is. Jerk. There's Junimos here. There they are. I remember this. I remember all of this. New game. I've played farming sims since I was a wee little lad, standing in line with my mom at Walmart trying to find this game called Harvest Moon on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System that I saw on Nintendo Power. I only saw you could milk cows and have a farm. I was sold. The rest has been history. Many episodes later, I have matured into Stardew Valley where I knocked this game out of the park as well. But that was before they added a ton of stuff. In this first 50 days of Stardew Valley, I will try to start my task of trying to do the perfection run. Can I knock it all out? I'm not limiting myself to 3 years, though that is the new goal. It's going to be a shallow go, but since I'm fairly new to all this, I'm going to do my best. With that all said, we have to start from scratch on day one, so I'm going to create myself the nice bald dude ready to plow and go right to it and figure out whether this man who's given me this letter is really my papaw. And is that really a religion? Let's go to day one. This guy really our grandfather? I don't think he is. This game's too real if you go back and think about it. Harvest Moon had it hit way many years ago. Ah, here I am working in education. On the road again. We're driving on this road again. Though we're not really driving, it's hired bus driver, but we're on the road again to Stardew Valley. I like that the first female they present you with is not eligible. Oh my Jesus. This is SKS Farm. None of us touched it because we didn't want to pay property taxes on it. Lewis is like, Ollie fell through the floor 4 times. Isn't it really weird that he comes during the night like a raccoon and takes all the stuff out of your box? After sleeping off the terrible talk from Robin and Mayor Lewis, I had to hit the ground running today. If we were going to attempt perfection, we had to start with these 15 parsnips. While rusty like this house, I planned on working my marbles off just to get back into the swing of things. Just for a little clarification, I am using a few UI mods to help me along. They will be listed on the screen, and hopefully if I remember, I'll put them down in the description. Guess we'll venture off and try to meet people. As I went into town, I started introducing myself and buying way too many seeds from Pierre. I immediately started being sarcastic to the Pelican Town folk and judged all of them. Well, most of them. So Abigail was trespassing. We should have her arrested. Well, I bet Mayor Lewis told you, Marnie. Marnie looks very young for the mayor, but you know what? Some women are into that. Pam's picture, she looks so sweet and innocent that you look at this and you're like, hey kid, I'm the chain smoker, I'm Pam. Alright, where's everybody else at? Why is this map so far out? Emily looks like a freak. And she works at a bar. You know how those free-spirited girls are. Oh, she's just out in the field. She's in the field just walking around. Like moms just go into the bar and they don't care where the kids are. Oh, here's where everybody marries the Haley girl. I'm a farmer boy. She's too involved with her camera to notice me. That's what every woman's ever did in my entire life. And they didn't even have a camera. I feel like Linus is like a super rich dude. He just decided to live in the wild because he watched a lot of Outdoor Boys. And Luke inspired him to do that. After countless mistakes with the eligible ladies all across Pelican Town, it was probably about time to go back to home and plant those seeds that I hadn't knocked out yet. Of course, I screwed up, overexerted myself, and set myself up for more failure on day 2. I mean, heck, I even made fun of a homeless guy. How far off can we go? With only $10 in my pocket, half the energy that I needed to really conquer today, and a lot of villagers I needed to visit on the docket, I decided to go out and clear what little I could of the property, and then headed to town to see what I could accomplish. I got a letter from Willie letting me know that there were some fishing rods available. I then went to Dimitri's house and immediately bursted into his house to say hi. Greetings, I'm Demetrius, the local Star Trek fan. I ran down to the beach to meet Willie. Fishing is something of a adventure that I love.
Willie! It's old one-eyed Willie.
He was definitely not one-eyed, but he did have a fishing rod that I could definitely use on my adventure. If it smells, it sells. Willie had made a great prostitute. What I meant to say is Willie would have made a great pimp, but it all flows together. Either Maru was always in the game like this.
Oh, is that Maru? Or is that just a nurse?
Or I've really just never paid attention to the girl.
Oh, it is her. I've never seen her in a nurse's outfit before.
And who would have think that somebody like myself, a single man, would miss a woman in a nurse's outfit?
I see what Harvey's up to.
Clear a better path through here. Someday this farm will look like something. Day is not that day. Today was indeed not that day. With little energy, I could only do so much. So I went out, got the lay of the land, and tried to meet the rest of the residents of Pelican Town that I needed for the quest. In my efforts, I just couldn't find a number of them. I had no clue where they were. But then Leah all of a sudden caught my thoughts, but she wouldn't let me in. But it's okay. It led me to break down into a wonderful song that I dedicate to Leah, the one and only.
Maybe Leah. Leah may be the person I haven't met.
Leah, Leah, where are you? You are right here. You are doing something on the dock. Oh, Leah, how are you? She's very happy. I don't know if I can marry an artist because she needs to get a real degree and get a job. But Leah, oh Leah, Leah, Leah.
What an accomplished day. I finished up some things, headed to bed, leveled up foraging, and decided we'll try again in day 3. Maybe things will be a little bit better. Rain set in today for day 3, and it seemed like a good chance to go and work on my fishing that would be needed for the future bundles. If we were ever going to start the perfection climb, we'd have to start with fishing and its first step. I started at the river and began my fishing adventure. After the tutorial, I struggled at first. It had been a while since I cast my line into any waters in this game. It had also been a while since I had such a small fishing bar to catch with. Oh, come on. Come on. No. Don't. Mother, stop it. You son of a, oh my. After the East River, I decided to move down to the south where my efforts did help me tick to level 1 fishing. We still have a long way to go to reach level 10. After the river adventure, I decided to head down to the beach, get a few forageable items, and attempting to knock a few beach fish out of the way. The day ended with me getting a sunfish, sardine, carp, eel, bream, and a few others.
There it
Day
is.
3 was a great success on the fishing front, and I bagged my first 600 gold of this adventure. Waking up on day 4, I was curious to see how the day was going to go. I learned to hear in the TV world was spying on me like this was some sort of the Truman Show movie or something. I sense that a new viewer has joined, a young man from Stardew Valley. Welcome, welcome. Well, that's kind of creepy. What I do realize is I need to make more money, because we need way more seeds. I'm really digging how my character looks really like me in real life. You gotta embrace the bald. While trimming back the wild, I found my first geode.
Ooh.
I guess it's time to go be friends with Clint. Today's mission was going to be I needed to find the wizard. I think he's the last person I needed for this quest to meet all the town folk. I think. I don't really know. I don't know when he shows up, but at some point we're going to have to find him. After digging through Clint's trash, I went ahead and let him inspect the geode. His inspection methods consisted of busting it with a huge hammer. It did work though, and he found an actual valued item. So I decided to run this down to the museum where Gunther, the current curator, was in the middle of a midlife crisis. It seems like the last curator took off out of town and stole all the items from Pelican Town. It's alright though. We had one. So we're going to start Gunther off with a rock and make him feel better. After making Gunther happy, I went down to the beach, decided to pick up a few items that could be used, or I could just make money. I did find out that the bridge on the other end needed 300 wood. That's a process I'll have to deal with later. I almost forgot to buy seeds, so it's time to head back to Pierre's with the haste that I needed. Going inside, I spent lots of my money focusing on parsnips, as we'd need 5-star leveled parsnips to complete the bundle of the quality kind. Leaving Pierre's, I went straight home and planted and watered everything, and once again, overexerted myself, and that would bring us to an end of day 4. And someday, maybe, I'll learn my lesson to not use all of my energy up. Upon day 5's arrival, I was really excited, until I saw my fortune. The lady on TV said it was going to be really bad, and it says, maybe you should stay home today. Surely this is just a joke, right? Well, I'm sure that won't stop anything today. This is going to be great. Oh, that's Marnie. Well, fortune was right. I got a cat? I didn't pick a cat. I guess I'm a cat owner now. For those that have watched the channel for a while, you should know this. First, I don't remember selecting the cat. Second, I'm allergic to cats in real life. Well, the luck lady was right. I will adopt the cat. We will call him Allergy. This is the only name that it could be chosen, and I will cherish Allergy for at least a few days. Hopefully I remember to water him and give him food. Well, little Allergy. Is Allergy spelled right? I think it's A-L-L. Sure it is. I'm the one allergic to... Alright, we have a cat now. What do we got here? To our valued JoJo Mart customers, our team members have been removed the landslide caused by a drilling operation. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we can go meet the other people now. Gus and them, I think, is their name. Awesome. So I noticed that it... Oh, and we have parsnips. JoJo Mart went ahead and opened the path that leads to the Adventures Guild. That will help. New people. I also got my first set of parsnips that would help us make a little bit of money for the future. Alright, I know I need to keep one... Ooh, we got one of those and one of those. So we need 5 of the gold, I believe. I can sell the rest. I believe that's how that works. It is indeed how it works. After this, I decided to go to Pelican Town, and I was greeted by Mayor Lewis, showing me the dilapidated Pelican Town Community Center, which would be the big focus of this game. Oh, here we go. It's bundle time! Mayor Lewis showed us the dilapidated building, and inside we found out that the drugs we were taking on the farm were really taking effect. As Mayor Lewis learned a little bit about us, thinking that we were on LSD, as I saw Junimos bouncing up and down. I had no clue what they were yet, but I was soon to find out. I don't know if Mayor Lewis will ever trust us again, though. After calming myself that it wasn't alien overlords taking over the Pelican Town Community Center, I went and saw Robin just to check out how much wood and stone I would need for a coop and barn in the future. These things are going to be instrumental to running the farm, well, a farm that we need to make money and accomplish all the goals that we've set aside. After that, I decided to go wood collecting and foraging and earned another level in foraging. After laying down for day 5 and looking at my upgrades, I saw that it was now time for a scarecrow. And then we made over 1,000 gold early on in this adventure. Day 6 got off to an interesting start with some damn birds eating my crops, which led me down to a path of singing. I don't know why this happens at this point. I regret my life choices sometimes. No, the birds. They've ate everything. Oh, it's finally the wizard. My sources tell me you've been poking around inside the old community center. It's like he knows me. Alright, well, we can plant these carrots in place. And let's water. Then we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. After watering, I took off to meet the wizard, who explained that the Junimos were not aliens like I originally thought. They were actually helpful. This game took a peaceful turn on me. I didn't know that was possible. It does open up to fill out more community center bundles for me. Even with the additional bundles making me happy, the wizard did end up trying to poison me with LSD, but I got more energy out of it, so I have that going for me. I was wrong, though. He was not the final person to meet in the town. I guess I'm off to the community center to see what I could do and figure out who in the world I'm forgetting. It turns out that final person was Sam. Yeah, Sam. I totally knew that and didn't just forget him. Yeah, I knew it was you, Sam. All along. Nice to meet you, pal. And now I gotta give somebody a gift? What? I want to give gifts. I also clearly forgot what type of game I was playing. Here I was focused on community bundles, and I gotta get all 10 hearts or 16 hearts or whatever it is with every person here in Pelican Town. Lord help me on that adventure. But first we need to tackle the community center bundles and see what we have in here. Oh, now I can read these things. Excellent. We have all these things. Bridge repair. Beautiful. If only I'd have thought to bring the stuff with me. After retreating back and getting my goods, I watered some crops and headed back to the community centers. I wanted to get as much stuff in here as I could because I really want to stay ahead of the ball. I have a bad habit of forgetting things and selling them. So let's try not to do this on this perfection run. All right, let's give these guys their goods. You, and you. Bundle complete. And I get a present. I get spring seeds. God help us. For some reason, I was so excited about getting the crops in, I forgot all these fish that I'd caught the other day. So I went back and got them because I knew a number of them would go into the actual, well, newly opened fish tank that we needed to repair in the community center. So I went and did that and made a little stop along the way. All right, fishies. I'm going to put you in the bank. Some of these don't come for a while. Oh, you two go there. I hate that they're out of order. I'm going to go crazy. The walleye. Why couldn't you be first? No. No. What is the other fish? Oh, the smallmouth. I don't think it goes in anything. I'm going to give this as a gift. That'll be one of our quests. Demetrius may like a fish. He's not going to like a fish. Demetrius is the one who I never, ever get high ranking with him. But you know what? Have a gift, Demetrius. No. That was very thoughtful. Oh, he actually liked it. Okay. I'm fooled by that. I got $100. Sure. I gave the fish to Demetrius thinking he would hate it. He did not. Who would have thought that I'm actually getting good at guessing in this game? I'm sure that won't last for long. After that, I decided to go meet the adventure guys. It's time for us to get caving going. When I get in there, I went and met Marlin, who told us about the caves and how much dangerous. An old man in a cave giving us a sword. Hey, I've seen this one before. I didn't have much energy, but I decided to go down into the caves and just see if I could maybe make it to level 5. So I ventured down, I found some copper, I got involved in my first fisticuffs, and found out how rusty I was very quick. I did find some quartz, some hardwood, and a little bit of ore, but on my final push trying to make it to level 5, I just didn't have the energy to do it, and I had to retreat back and sleep for the evening. Day 7 rounds out our last day of a full week here in Stardew Valley. It's Mayor Lewis's birthday. I had honestly had no idea what to give him at this point. I don't remember what people liked, and I've not brought up a guide. Somehow, I'd found a desperation gift. I was excited, though. There was a new Queen of Sauce video. Oh, it's our first Queen of Sauce. Let's go. Stir fry. Let's go. Healthy greens. Yeah. Man, we got to make all this stuff. Ginger and garlic. I don't know how to do all that. I need to make a scarecrow. I know that. The birds probably picked my stuff together. I got to get it together. What are we even doing at this point? Guess it was time for a scarecrow. So I started building it, and I needed to figure out what gift to take to Mayor Lewis. And as I was walking outside, Clint paid us a visit. Oh, hi, Clint. Been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good. You're going to put me out of business. Need a furnace. Guess we're going to have to build a furnace, too. I wouldn't know what to do with ore if I found it in real life. Yes, we need to upgrade the water can. First thing we can do. Oh, there's a potato. That goes to the place. We need to go see him today. Clinton didn't tell us the part that we need a lot of copper to make the furnace. He conveniently left that part out. With that, though, I finished working on the garden a little bit and decided I better go ahead and put the scarecrow out, and then I head into town to take care of stuff. Copper ore and... well, we need a lot more copper ore if we're going to make that. He didn't tell us that part. With that said, one of many scarecrows went into the ground. Or should I say rare crows in this case. On our way to perfection, we're going to have to find a lot more and buy a lot more of those. But the garden is starting to look a little bit better. I'm going to have to teed back the sides, though. We're really hemmed in here on this farm. With that said, I just grabbed what I had from the garden and headed to talk to Mayor Lewis. Hopefully, he likes what I'm going to give him. Oh, he wanted to congratulate us on a parsnip. Maybe he'll like it. You remembered the old mayor's birthday. That's very thoughtful of you, and it's a nice gift. Hey, he likes it. We got one. We're well on our way. This town hating me. After giving Mayor Lewis his birthday present, which he really enjoyed, I moved on to the community center to place the potato, and then I decided to go down and talk to Clint and Gunther for the day. I had to find out how much I needed to upgrade my weapons. I would need 5 copper bars and 2,000 Gs. I'm guessing that's gold for each upgrade. Fun. This motivated me to go down to the beach, pick up clams, and some other things that can maybe make us some money and complete some community center bundles. Going into the museum, I donated 3 rocks. My big goal here is to make sure that I color coordinate the tables, and I keep things that are peculiarly the same together. Everybody has their own goal for perfection. After that, I headed down to the beach. I got a clam that'll go into a bundle. I will run that to the community center immediately as this beach is barren. And then I'm going to head back over and check out the traveling sales lady to see if she's got anything that can help us out with bundles. We were super lucky today. The traveling cart lady, or traveling merchant, or whatever, while she did have a few things, the chub we could have used, but I decided to pass on that as I could catch that any time. What she did have was a lobster, and that would save us a lot of times as I'm not going to have any crab pots for quite some time to put that in the bundle. So that was the big purchase for the day. With that, I went and tidied up the farm and headed to bed for day 8. Get in the tank, you lobster. He's in the tank. Even after putting the lobster in the tank, I just really felt defeated here on day 8. I don't feel like I've accomplished quite anything. I've not even went to the mine that much. You know, I should probably go to the mine and try to get a few things. I've not even got the backpack yet. That's how embarrassing my run is so far. Even though I'll probably go there tomorrow when it rains. Because we need copper to start making bars. Hi, Linus. Linus knocked some sense into me. Linus made me realize that I needed to relax and things would come to people who work hard and don't live in a tent all day. Slimes have sap in them. Very confused by this. Well, this is dark. The biology of the slimes confused me. You know what else confused me? Darkness. And there was a lot of it in this cave, and I don't remember it from as far back as I could play. Or maybe I just had better eyes. Old man Steve is struggling right now. My energy's out. We're never gonna make it to level 5. Once again, I didn't make it to level 5. That means no Adventures Guild for me. Jerks. Can't believe those jerks won't let me in their club. I mean, I made it to level 4. Is 4 not good enough for them? Level 4 was indeed not good enough for them. Go back to your farm, Steve. The old man's getting senile. Oh, we got the chub. Needed that. I decided to use the rest of my energy on the day to go fishing and get a few items like the chub. I wanted to get the catfish, but I didn't get it. So maybe tomorrow before we go to the mine during the rain, because that's when you got to catch it, we'll find it and then we'll move on. But tomorrow is going to be a big deal and a big dive into the mine. Level 5 is indeed promised. All right, level 2 farming. We'll take that. We do sprinklers. That's big. That's big. It was very big. Goals today was I was going to try to get the catfish and then go mining. I also walked outside and realized that, hey, I should craft a furnace, and I need to pick all these parsnips and sell them. I did find out, though, that the elusive catfish is elusive. We must summon the catfish. Not the Jojacoa. The catfish. The catfish would never be summoned. So I took off for the mine. Level 5 will be ours today. This is probably our catfish that we're never going to catch until I upgrade the pole. Urgh! Our luck today was supposed to be amazing. Luck was a lie. It took me forever not just to get to level 2, but to get all the way down. But eventually we made it to where I would make it to level 5 after way too long. The quest then shifted to level 40, and I thought, with good luck it took us this long to get to 5. How will we ever make it this far? But I did find an earth crystal. Hey, we're finally going to do it. We made it to level 5. Now once I go to level 40. The never-ending carrot. Oh, an amethyst. Look at that. Finding the amethyst was big. That's another rock for Gunther. Thumping down deeper was very good, and knocking everything down. I'm going to keep going and try to make it to level 10 before the day is over. Oh, what is this? This area is overrun by monsters. Aren't all the areas overrun by monsters? Okay, this guy's tough. I got a wood club. What is that? 9 to 16 damage. That is way more. I bet it swings really slow. It does. But it thumps. I can deal with that. Prepare to be thumped. Okay. We're going to be a little bit more careful about our thumping. Thumping was indeed harder. Why I have such an affinity for slow, hard-hitting weapons in games, I shall never know. We continue down, though. 10 is in sight, and I think we're going to make it. And the stairs to level 10? We are now the masters. We got leather boots. That gives us defense and immunity. We will put those on, and I think we'll call it a day. Level 10 in the mines, done. Let's go home. Surely they'll let me in now. You sons of bitch! They did not let me in. I did stop and try to fish a few times to get the elusive catfish. You should have seen my face when we actually got the catfish. I turned him in along with a cave carrot in the community center and went home, built the furnace, and called it a day. I started smelting our first bar and finally felt the tides were turning. 10 days in, it was Vincent's birthday. What do you gift a kid to not be creepy? Well, whatever it was supposed to be, I didn't read the fine print and I don't have it. Since Vincent's present was a failure, I thought that maybe I could get into the Adventurers Guild, but I didn't read the fine print. I have to kill 10 slimes to make my way through the door. As with everything else, I missed Willie at the beach. I was going to buy some things from him, so I went and dug up my first artifact. I would rush that to Gunther, he would love it, and then I'd go out foraging for the rest of the day. Day 10 turned out to be a pretty relatively calm day, but the highlight being the artifact that we dug up on the beach and gave to Gunther. After foraging for most of the day, walked back into town and found Linus digging through the trash. I always felt the game should have never done him this dirty, but it does set up a nice line for him. Gus was the good guy, gave him some food, and I went back home and slept day 10 away. Level 3 farming gave us access to the bee house. I love bees. Mom sent me cookies. Mom also sent me cookies. How could you not brighten that up on a rainy day with that? Robin also let me know that she had lost her axe. Well, there's her axe. It's not moved for all these years. Her axe has never moved. Ever. You found my axe. What a relief. I gave her axe back and checked on the absorbent price of upgrading my house so I could cook eventually. This will probably be a summer project at that cost. I turned in the green bean, which leaves only the cauliflower in the pantry bundle that I'm working on. I decided against buying seeds from Pierre as I wanted to save and buy strawberries at the Egg Festival in a few days because that means money. So even with bad luck, I decided to go with ore in the mines. We needed 10 slime to try to accomplish the quest for Gil and the adventurers and all those guys. So it was off to kill little green guys, whether they deserved it or not. Newsflash, they deserved it. I eventually leveled up my combat while down here, and all my skills were at least level 1 at this point. After getting the 10 slimes, I ran into a particularly strong slime who gave me such fits, but I was rewarded. He was a tough little booger. We got rubber boots. 1 immunity. That's good. We could sell that at the Adventurers Guild. It was then off to the Adventurers Guild. Time to be the hero of Pelican Town. It's about time these guys let me in. They let me in, but I didn't get much farther. It seems like Gil and Marlin only care about what you can accomplish for them in the future. It was a very bitter ending for this day, but I continued on. Day 12 was next. The news on day 12 let us know that the Egg Festival was tomorrow. We'll have to save money today for that because I need to buy lots of strawberries. I got to watering and collecting parsnips, and we nailed the 5th golden one we needed for the bundle. The day is finally starting off grand. After clearing off some land, I visited Clint to process geodes that I found yesterday, and then turned the earnings and those rocks that Gunther loves back to him. He was very happy, and he gave me some summer melon seeds. I couldn't plant these yet, but soon. Come on, go inside so I can go through the trash. Nothing. After waiting for a Pelican Town citizen to go inside, I dug through the trash and found nothing. I went down to the beach and I foraged, and I've got another level. I forgot my hoe, so I couldn't do anything, so I went and give Evelyn a flower because she's a boss lady, and she deserves it. Going back, I finished smelting some copper, and I grabbed my hoe. Watch, she's going to have something super amazing, and I'm not going to be able to buy it because I need to save money for tomorrow. Oh, the cherry sapling would be really good. But I'm going to hold off because I'm a good Stardew Valley player. The traveling sales card had nothing for me, so back to the beach to dig up worms. Here, wormy rocks. This better not be rocks, too. What's a book? After digging up the book on the beach, I decided to go north and fished in the East River at this bubbling school that I found until I was exhausted. After that, I decided to go to the community center to turn in quality crops and headed home making a pure 831 gold for the day. Lucky Day 13 brought the Egg Festival. I rushed out and watered my plants and got ready to work for that coveted straw hat that I would get for beating a bunch of kids in the egg hunt. After watering and picking everything and selling what I could, I went and cut a few trees and then headed east to the town. After arriving at the Egg Festival, I bought my fair share of strawberries. Then I made rounds noticing who was drinking the Peg Spiked Punch. Isn't this a crime in Pelican Town? The ye old Egg Festival. Hey, Shane. Where do you have hens at? I'm really concerned that Gus is the only person that cooks in this town. Shouldn't other people be able to cook? Leah's getting crunk. At last it was time. The main event. The egg hunt. It was me versus those 2 little kids that stood a chance. This straw hat's gonna be mine. I like how it's 2 little kids and then like 3 adults. I feel like this is skewed against them. But it's not gonna keep me from raffle stomping them. The exclusive prize. That's what we're all here for. Let the egg hunt begin! Oh my god, I'm already nervous. I don't know where any of the eggs are. Oh, I've got 3. I just don't know if that's enough. 6 is a good number. I don't know if it's enough, though. Vincent, you idiot. You missed one. If I get these last 2, I will be the victor. Oh, I can't even get it. No! If I lose because I couldn't get that one. Yes! A surprise to be sure, but a welcomed one. I won the egg hunt. Take that, kids. The straw hat, of course, is mine. Later on, I had to eat bug meat, but I got all the strawberries that I bought planted and watered. Hopefully, we'll get 2 rotations out of them. Remember, this year we're going for money and not neatness for the farm. We've got to make money, and we've got to expand, and we've got to do bundles. 479 gold later, I called it a day. Day 14 brought us the Queen of Sauce with a new recipe, coleslaw. Yes. It was also Haley's birthday. I know a lot of you are always pushing for me to marry her, but we got to start. We've got to have a gift for her, and I got to find a flower. But watch me not find a flower today. Oh, what bounty. We've got her daffodil right here. Thankful for the flowers. Let's go. We also got our bean. I don't know if we've turned the green bean in or not. We have. We could sell that. I just need to go take this cauliflower. and give her her daffodil. After finding Haley a birthday flower, I decided to dig around, and I found a book in my backyard. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. No, Jack be nimble, Jack be thick. Yes, very thick. These are skill books that were added to the game. I'll have to find more of these in the future. Oh, I got +1 defense, I guess. Here you go, Juniper Bros. Bundle complete. Even though I couldn't re-add the name of the book, I still got 1 defense. I completed another bundle, then I went and interrupted Haley dogging her sister to celebrate her birthday. She was very excited about this. I'm already at 2 hearts with Haley, or I guess right now they're just green bulbs. They'll grow. 2 of 8 already with Haley. Let's get it on. I can already foreshadow we will not be getting it on with Haley, as I got a feeling that in the comments you all are going to push for somebody totally different. I found Jazz and Vincent snooping in the sewers. They found something. I tried to be brave for them. I failed. There's no need to fear. Steven is here. Oh, just kidding. I had picked up a quest earlier and took Robin 25 wood. Easy money from her. Took all that money and bought all the kill I could find. This would help level up the farming. I went back to the farm, planted and watered, and pretty much called it an end to this lazy Sunday. Day 15 really made me happy because salmonberry season was finally upon us. Oh, it's salmonberry season. Let's go. Free money. Over the past few days and with the day's harvest, I had a number of items which enabled me to take some items to the community center after I watered my crops. I really need to start making some money. We need to upgrade tools, but we just aren't there yet. When I got to the community center, I gave the copper bar, earth crystal, and quartz to the boiler room bundle to get it started. I dropped the curved spear off to Gunther also, then I went down to the beach to repair the bridge. 300 wood is a little bit steep. Really? There's just 1 item over here? That's the biggest ripoff I've ever had repairing that bridge. Of course, with my RNG luck, I was rewarded with 1 item on the other side of the bridge. Speaking of RNG, it took me forever to start finding salmon berries in the woods. I was beginning to think you guys didn't exist. There were no salmon berries. Now there's tons of them. After I got my fill of salmon berries, I decided to head back to the farm and clear more of it off. I needed to rebuild my wood storage after giving some away for the bridge. With all the foraging I did on salmon berries today, I did get to level 4 foraging, which led to tappers. We would have to take advantage of those soon. I needed that to make my honeybee homes as well. 1,725 gold for the day. Not a bad start halfway through spring. Day 16 started with my cat, you remember, Allergy, laying in my field to make sure he was petted and watered. I took care of these hastily and decisively because he wasn't going to get out of my way unless I did. After that, I went foraging for salmon berries and a few other items. We still had a lot of money we needed to make if we're going to make this thing work and even attempt to think about perfection on Stardew Valley. I gave Linus some food and then I visited Clint to upgrade my axe. I really wanted to upgrade the watering can because it's just taking so much time in the morning, but it's just needed right now and I cannot give it off for a few days. After visiting Clint, I went to the beach and I foraged more items for money. I found a school of ocean fish and decided to try my hand in landing a few new fish. After that, it motivated me to go to the mountain lake and try for that largemouth bass that I hadn't found yet. Oh, first cast! Let's go, baby! Oh my god, I fished out a diamond? Well, I'm glad I risked that one. This went well. I got the largemouth bass and a bullhead, and I found a diamond in the chest. What more could you ask for? Gunther is going to love me tomorrow. It was dark, it was time to end the day, and head to day 17. Day 17 consisted of more morning work. Watering, scavenging, finding salmon berries, cutting down trees, doing whatever I could. Everything was still on my mind. I also decided to make my first 2 tree tappers as we had leveled up in foraging. I put them both on maple trees. In hindsight, I probably should have done 2 different trees. A rare mistake by me. It's okay though, we would power ahead with more foraging, and I decided to go to the community to give a few people some gifts. In town, I tried to give Jody a flower, but well... Damn it, Sam! It just didn't go to plan. Thanks, Sam. Once again, you've thwarted my plans. After hitting Clint, I went down to Gunther and gave him the diamond. I probably should have kept this one and sold it, but I just really wanted to get him the diamond so he'd be happy about more rocks. I decided with that I'd go around and find more salmon berries and call it a day. A relatively quiet day 17. Overnight, we unlocked the level 4 farming and the preserves jar. This is a total moneymaker if I can mass produce them and utilize them. Today would also be Pam's birthday. Luckily, I'd saved a flower for her because I think giving her a beer from the bar would be a bad idea. Just saying, eventually we want her to be able to drive the bus again. After getting her, I went to Clint to get my axe. I want to knock out watering and the gift and hopefully get to the ore and get some more mine today. I went to buy kale seeds from Pierre at the store to level up my farming faster because those grow and I can cut them. And Morris pulls the ultimate dick move for Joe Jacola. Everyone but myself and Abigail cleared out. I felt really bad about that, but it is what it is. Heading into the mine, my goal was to go down 5 levels. It turned out much better. Not only did we find a bundle item, we got an ancient seed and something that would really help us in the future. Alright, another level of mining. Let's go. Ooh, that's a bundle item. Oh, we got an ancient seed. With that set up, I figured we should count our blessings, so I headed home and smelted what copper I had before bed. We made only about 310 gold today, but we were truly set up for day 19. Jody, why did you have to ask for that today, though? Today brought forth thunder, lightning, and lots of rain. After checking my crops and selling stuff, I was thinking I was going to go to the traveling sales lady, but then Jody all of a sudden wanted a cauliflower. Way to ask for that after I'd sold all my cauliflower. The sales lady had nothing of value. I decided to head off to Gunther and maybe he would have better news for me for the day. Clint helped bring a few more gifts for Gunther, who in return was clutch in giving me not just the ancient seed, but the recipe to make it in the future. I swear he used to tell us a story about the ancient seed or something, but maybe I'm misremembering the game. I am an old man and tend to do that at times. Oh, give me an actual ancient seed. And an ancient seed recipe. Let's go, Gunther. Thanks to Jody, I had to spend most of the rest of the day chasing down not just a cauliflower seed, but I had to go plant it and get it ready. And then I decided to hit the community center on the way to the mine and see what we could turn in and what we could find. One more to go in the crab pot bundle. Pretty good for not having a crab pot. Indeed. On the way to the mine, I leveled up to level 4 in fighting, and I was trying to knock out 2 quests along the way that Demetrius and someone else had given me. Another level of fighting. Let's go. 2 or 3 of the crab monsters. Lots happening here on level 15. Ta-da indeed. I had found out the last rock monster, killed it, and Demetrius would now be happy. I just had to get to him in time so I could get my 225 gold reward for our effort. I went to the Adventurers Guild and sold the shoes and swords that I also found along the way. Wow, what do we have here? Ooh, a new weapon. 9 to 16. And what does this one have? 4 to 8, but 2 speed. I don't know. We need to go find Demetrius. I did end up selling the stuff to Marlon. I think my club is enough. Club go boom. That works for me. I gave Demetrius the turn in and got my money. He was very happy about that. Demetrius has the chance to be my very first friend. That would be a new record for me, having a friend in Demetrius, because I usually wait till last for him. But it's okay. I still feel like our mining adventure was a failure today. Hopefully tomorrow will bring some different. The 20th day of this game really made me freak out. Spring was 2/3 of the way over. I really need to get moving. If we got to make a lot of money and we got to try to attain perfection, I know it's a process, but money's low and I just needed to turn a corner somehow and I just don't feel like we're close to that. After my morning chores, I went and talked with the mayor who showed me the prize machine. I had to be nice to people to get tickets for prizes. What kind of Chuck E. Cheese bullcrap is this? After that, I went to find Shane. I brought him a beer the night before at the bar for his birthday today. I hope it's not flat by now. He of course would like it, I think. But I've never really been friends with him. Again, along with Demetrius, this game is going very different than any other time I've ever played it. With Demetrius and Shane being some of my best buddies, I'm in uncharted territory. so we'll just have to see how the day goes. There's Shane. What's up, Broseph? Why are you bothering you? I brought you a beer for your birthday. Wow. Wow, 3 of 8 on Shane already? Holy crap. Okay. I didn't even know that was possible with him. As I said, I never knew Shane really could like anybody. I'll take it, though. I went and foraged the beach and fished around a bit. I found Gunther another jade, something different that he would love for him. So I went and presented it to him, and he gave me a reward. This is kind of green. Hey, we get a reward. Oh, is it the one? It was a standing geode and starfruit seeds. Wow. The ancient fruit and starfruit seeds are really coming at us quickly this time. I don't feel like that was always the case. After collecting my reward and being nice to everybody, I decided to head back to the farm and water the new plants and clear land. It was about time for bed after that. Energy was low, but we did nest almost 2,000 gold for the day, something I was very excited about heading into day 21. Oh yeah, Queen of the Sauce time. Radish salad, let's go. We just got a letter. Oh. Pepper poppers? Shane's our buddy. God, I love Shane. Mom sent me 500. Very nice. She knew that I'm struggling. And we have strawberries. I need to keep these. Today started out really well. I learned a new dish from Queen of the South, radish salad, something I probably wouldn't make for quite some time as I still don't have a kitchen. I sung a happy tune and debated it was time to upgrade my pickaxe. Would I get that today? Probably not, but it was a good thought to have. I needed to farm more ore in the mine, but I just don't have the quality tools to do it. Shane, my good money, sent me some pepper poppers recipe, along with 500 gold from my mom. Never turn down money from your mom. I also had strawberries, needed those. As much as I wanted to sell them, I needed to keep them though so that I could make jam. I'm going to have to build another chest, but I don't have enough wood for the chest, nor do I have enough copper for an upgrade. So we're going to make jam though. I leveled up farming, and we have Jody's cauliflower. It's a great start to the day. Oh, I bet that's what that is, Leah. Okay, sure. Wild girl. I learned very quickly that Leah was a freak. After giving Jody her cauliflower, I learned she was going to make curry. It sounds awful, but more power to her. I checked out the bookseller and realized that he is way too proud of his prices. I did snoop behind him though, because I always thought there was something up here, and I did have the upgraded axe. I would find a ticket for my reward, which tells me I am the best at finding things that are hidden in this game. That is a lie. I've missed 3,000 things already, as you all will let me know. Ooh, I found a ticket. Knew there was something back here. The mayor would let me pick out a prize. It turned out to be awesome. Oh, dude, I get the peach sapling. That's banging. It was indeed banging, as I needed a sapling to get started with other things that would go. I spent the rest of the day just planting my sapling, setting up another preserves jar, and then heading to bed. We made over 1,000 gold today, which was very successful on my part. While sleeping, I hit level 5 farming. I got to choose my first profession, and of course I chose tiller because it's a no-brainer. Crops being worth 10% more is good. We're going to need money in the future. I went to see Pierre and bought more kale seeds to get one last harvest and experience from the spring season. I hope I planned this correctly. As I went home and started planting them, I was thinking that maybe I didn't have enough time left, but hopefully we'd be in good spirits. If not, I've wasted money, but I did put them back in the ground. After that, I decided we should go to the mine. I started at level 21, and I hoped to get to level 30 and maybe find some good ore on the way down. My goal for the mines in this short time was to hit level 30. On level 24 of the mine, it gave us the monster compendium. This item had a 0.5% chance to drop as long as I had killed enough monsters, which I guess I had. We now have a 3% chance for double loot drops from monsters. I eventually did make it to level 30 with very little energy. Cave carrots were the only thing keeping me going. After I hit the goal, I decided it was time to get out of Dodge. I went to the Adventurers Guild and sold the extra weapons. After that, I headed home and netted 1,014 gold for the day. Not bad for day 22. This morning, the news reminded me that the flower dance is tomorrow. There's no way I'm getting a date to that. It's just like real life, but in Stardew Valley. Today would be a great day to visit Clint for geodes and upgrades after watering my plants. Clint did really well today. He went 4 for 5 on finding new rocks for Gunther. I was so proud of his success, I decided to let him upgrade my pickaxe to help me get through the mines faster. Gunther, as expected, was happy to get more rocks for his shelves. Though I will say, I've filled out a lot of his shelves, but he didn't give me a reward this time. What's up with that, Gunther? The man is getting stingier the more that I bring him. After scouring the beach, I gave Abigail a present and then retreated to the farm to sell my items and smelt some more ore. Maybe she'll be the one. Maybe not. While clearing more of my farm off, I found a party hat.
Party hat? Well, we could totally wear this for the dance tomorrow. That'll make the girls go crazy over me.
It would not make the girls go crazy over me. I finished today foraging and then I went to bed early before 9 o'clock to get ready for the big dance tomorrow. Today was the dance festival. I tried to knock out the basics as fast as I could.
See jam. Look at this farming experience. Let's go.
I sell jam. I sell jam. I sell jam. As you saw, I had jam as well. I sold the jam. I checked the hearts to see if there's a slight chance. There's maybe a chance that Haley would dance with me, but it's probably not going to happen.
Oh, it just automatically roped you in here.
They're going to love my hat. Nobody indeed loved my hat. I did buy a rare crow, talked to everybody at the event, tried to get somebody to dance with me.
Alright, so our only chance is Haley here.
No. And it didn't work. Way to stand on the sideline, Steve. Way to stand on the sideline. After that, I went home, cried myself to sleep, but we did make a record high of 4,603 gold to end the day. After crying myself to sleep the night before, it was time to hit the ground running today. Summer is on its way. We've got 5 days left. I'm sitting with some money in my bank and it's raining, so I thought I should upgrade another item and maybe hit the cave for more ore. I need to start making sprinklers and we need iron to do so. With 2 days of rain coming, as the weather has told me, it's our chance to do it.
It's going to rain tomorrow? Oh, 2 days in a row? We should totally upgrade our water can.
As I continued thinking, as I was making this video, I was like, man, when is Demetrius going to show up and offer us something for our cave? Shouldn't we have mushrooms or bats by now or something of the sort? Wouldn't you know it, all the memories come flooding back as I walked outside and found, guess who on my porch?
Oh, hi, Demetrius.
And just like that, Demetrius was there to offer me my prize. I chose the fruit bats because I needed fruits for jams and bundles. I went after that to work in the garden and I hit level 6 in farming while I was just doing some morning picking.
All right, another farming level. Let's go. Are we 6 now? We'll be perfectionist in no time on this.
After that, I went to see Robin and ordered my silo. Unlike Baby, I totally put that thing in the quarter. Out of sight, out of mind. All I needed it to do was hold hay and fodder, or whatever it's called, so I could feed the animals later in the year.
That's a good place for it. Out of the way.
I arrived at Clint's to get my upgraded pickaxe. I wanted to go ahead and give him the watering can since it was a crucial step with 2 days of rain hitting. One problem, I forgot it. I had to run back and get it, then I headed down into the mines. Every single level was dark. At least on the way, I did level up my fighting in the dark.
And we get fighting leveled up. Lots of levels today.
By the time I had reached level 35, I was done with this place today. It was just too darn dark, even with an upgraded pickaxe. I went home and said we'll try it again tomorrow. Day 26 brought lots of movement on the farm, but with the rain, it was time to go back to the mines. Before heading there, I collected and restarted ore, and we had our first hauls of maple syrup. This would help us push for the bee homes I wanted to make. Again, I wish I would have set up 3 different types of trees with tappers, but I just didn't do it the right way. That would have really helped us with the bundles. But in the words of Forrest Gump, I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. I checked out the traveling cart, and while she did have a few things I could use, I decided against it. I'm trying to save money for summer because we're going to have to buy a lot of seeds when that first starts. I gave Pierre a birthday present. I always seem to forget about him when I play this game, but I'm really trying hard to befriend everyone since we'll need it for the perfection achievement. I went to the mine and took lighting just in case this time. I completed my first monster kill goal, and I'd have to go see Gil at the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, we did a goal. We'll have to go see Gil tonight. Sure, he'll be super happy.
We made it to level 40. I got a slingshot for my efforts. I will probably never ever use this. I never use the slingshots for some reason.
Oh, reached the bottom of them. Oh, what do we get here? A slingshot? I may never use that. We should run into some... Oh, yes. Iron.
Level 41 immediately gave us iron to make iron bars for the bee houses. I was really excited about that. I headed out on the mine and went to talk to Gil. I was pleasantly surprised by what reward I was given.
Oh. Oh! Well, welcome to the club, our new weapon. 20 to 30? Yes, sirree. You may have that, sir. That's a $10,000 weapon. That is amazing. It's so fast. Thanks, Gil. Appreciate you, buddy.
Even though the fortune teller said today would start with bad luck, we did pretty good for it. I headed home and crashed in bed, making over $1,000 today. Day 27 was confession time. I didn't make it home last night after talking with Guild, the Adventurers Guild. I woke up with a little less money and was not really particularly happy. We were also told our watering can was complete. I needed to start smelting all that ore we found in the mine as well. Linus sent me a letter saying he stopped people from taking my money and robbing me when I passed out. I'm not so sure about that. If I see him in a new tent, I'm going to really worry. I'd noticed Robin had finished my silo up there in the corner so I could cut grass guilt-free for a bit. We needed to start getting everything ready for the winter and for actually having animals. While trying to find Emily to give her birthday present, I'd get involved with two sisters. Word of advice, never ever do this. Emily wouldn't even let me in her room to give her a birthday present after that, so I gave her sister one instead. Maybe later I'll find her. I went down, picked up my new watering can from Clint, and let him process some geodes. I made a good haul at the beach picking up items. I stalked Emily to her job finally that evening and gave her her birthday present. I still cannot wait to see who you all are going to push for me to marry in this run. After that, I decided to fish the rest of the evening and had a crazy reality check with Shane and kind of a moment of real adulting and real life with him on the pier.
Oh, man. Any guy that gives you a beer is a friend. Why? Man standing at the dock looking at the water drinking a beer. Shane's got it figured out, guys. Oh, no, Shane, you've turned on me. Fast drinker, huh? Man after my own heart. Shane, you got to realize that adulting is full of holes, and we will crawl out of them, and that's how you know you're successful. Because if there's not another one in your way, then you're not doing something for somebody to put them in your way. Oh, Queen of Sauce, let's go. Omelette. We don't have any eggs, but someday we will. It's a pure golden angel of gleaming egg. Clear and sunny. Well, I guess so. It's going to be summertime. Let's go. Last day of spring. Let's hit it.
It's been quite an adventure up to this point. It's the last day of spring, and I had a lot to do. I got the omelet recipe from the Queen of Sauce. I also wanted to get the new fishing pole so I'd have it for summer. Going down and finally finding Willie, after he was fishing forever before opening his store, I went in and got it.
All right. How about that fiberglass rod? Let's go. We probably need some bait, too.
The pole looked amazing, and I loaded it with bait. I went to Clint and let him crack open a few geodes, which presented us with more Gunther candy, one that looked like a Hershey Kiss, or its petrified poop. Either way, I opted for not getting an upgrade from Clint because only the hoe was ready, and I need it for planting tomorrow and the money to buy seeds. I got rewarded with a painting from Gunther for my donations, and I took off to the traveling salesperson. On the way, I tried to give Jazz a soda. She hated it. What is wrong with kids nowadays? I loved soda as a kid. It's probably why I'm fat. Jazz is not. She's actually out there doing jump rope. Who does that? The traveling cart had two items we could use in bundles. They had a sandfish and a peach, which would definitely be helpful. I bought both of them even though I probably should have saved my money for seeds. You know, the thing I was talking about earlier. While foraging around the woods, I found a school of fish in the river. Time to try out that new fishing pole. I reeled in a number of lost books for the library. I did get a lot of fish, which makes us a lot of money going in the summer. I needed that for seeds. I keep saying seeds. We need them. I went to the community center and gave the Junimos the peach and the sandfish. It was at this moment that I made a hasty decision to go straight to the mine and try to get the ghost fish while fishing on one of the levels we had opened. I had no idea why my brain wanted to do this, but being quick paid off, and we did land him really fast.
What I wanted, baby.
With it being close to 8 o'clock, I left the mine, went straight to the community center, turned into ghost fish, then headed home and started having anxiety about summer, which will be starting in just a few hours. Oh yeah, summertime, summertime. Yes, new crops. We've got it. We're ready to go. 100%. Balls to the wall. Thunder and lightning tomorrow already. Wow, that went quick. Okay. Well, I don't mean to pick up the TV. We've got a lot to do. Let's go. The start of summer brought a little anxiety and excitement to me. We were so behind on clearing the farm off and adding animals that I didn't know if I'd ever catch up. We need a coop and we need a barn ASAP. Not to mention we need to go deeper into the mines. Before that, I had to work on summer bundles. So off to Pierre's to start the day. On the way, I tried to find all the bundle items that I could for the summer foraging. Sorry, Linus. I know you live off this stuff, but I need this for bundles. Yoink. Take that from Linus. I turned these items in and got access to other bundles on the bulletin board in the community center. On my way into Pierre's, Abigail complimented me on my joystick skills. She said it made sense that I had them. I have no clue what she meant by that, but I was just here for the seeds. I bought a plethora of seeds from Pierre that would not just help me achieve my bundles, but make money in the future. I went home and planted and watered the new seeds. After setting out all my seeds and using the majority of my energy to water, I started clearing land where the coop and the barn would go eventually. I found a book called Woody's Secret, which sounded very weird, but it gave me a 5% chance to get double wood when felling trees, so I was good with that. Day 30 started off with a bang. Summer was already having thunder and lightning. Shane mailed me a pizza. I'm not sure how he did that. Do they have DoorDash in Pelican Town? I wanted to hit the beach early today for foraging and to attempt to catch some bundle fish. At the beach, I cast for way longer than I thought I would. I wanted to get a few fish, but I spent way too much time trying to do it. I did get the achievement for the Old Mariner, 24 fish in the bag. I decided to take the rest of the day and head into the mines as I am in desperate need of ore. I did get a lot of ore, but I didn't make it even 5 levels. Time was not on my side, energy was not on my side. It was time to just limp home, smelt for the rest of the evening, and call it a day. Hey, there was an earthquake during the night. Mayor Lewis let me know through the mail that he had lost his shorts. Curious if that had something to do with the quake last night. I started doing my normal morning routine of watering and picking when I discovered I had my first batch of honey. This is great. Also, yes, pet your cat when it meows. Oh, we got our first things of honey. Let's go. Guess I should pet my cat. I went and bought 2 coal from Clint because I needed to finish up the iron ore that I had. I really wanted to upgrade the watering can before the next storm blows out. 5 water spots is way more than 1 or the current 3 that we have now. After searching high and low in Pelican Town, I eventually found the mayor's shorts. It's going to be hard to get those. I don't think Marnie is going to let me just waltz into her bedroom. Then again, she's kind of hot for her age, and she knows how to milk a cow. I took the smelting iron and let Clint start working on upgrading my watering can. I've rushed this through for a purpose. We've got to get more watering, more plants, more money. Let's go. I decided to take a large chunk of the afternoon to fish. I even hit another level of fishing. In a weird turn of events, I somehow caught more bait and treasure chests than I did fish. I did get the mother catch achievement, though. I also landed a tuna and ended up turning it in and other items into the community center. Ooh, another level of fishing. Let's go. I finished fishing, went home and cleared a little bit more land for the coop and the barn, and went to bed. We netted about 1,366 gold over the day. Today I wanted to finish off a few bundles and then hit the mine for some more ore. I also need to check on that earthquake. I got a choice for fishing profession overnight. I clicked on Fisher, which grants 25% more on the fish price. That should help with our income through the summer. I went to the community center and finished the construction bundle, getting a charcoal and kiln, which would have been great a few days ago, and I wouldn't have had to buy coal off of Clint. I promise I plan things out sometimes. I also added to the artisan bundle. I gave Gunther some fingertail or tail finger or something of that nature. I then seeked out Jazz to give her a birthday present, which was way too nice for her, but I've already made her mad twice in this playthrough, so she deserves it. It's about time you've moved, girl. Good Lord. Here, happy birthday. You finally got one with Jazz. I'm not a stranger. I just gave you one of the best presents in the game. Fool. She still had the nerve to call me a stranger after that awesome present. After leaving her house, I found out that the path to the railroad tracks was open now due to the earthquake. Somehow that earthquake had just destroyed that entire giant rock that was in the way. We'll have to explore that area later. I went down into the mines with neutral luck and found out it was going much better than I thought it would. I had went down 5 levels faster than I did the other day when it took countless time to even do 3. I fought lots of enemies, got lots of drops, found Gunther some goodies as well. I got some upgraded boots and what was known as the Tundra boots with more defense and immunity. Level 53 gave us our first encounter with a ghost and our first solar essence. I also realized that my inventory was becoming a big issue. After another milestone of levels, I went on to the Adventurers Guild, sold my old boots, and into the community center to tie up some ends, went home, smelled a door, and went off to bed. Aside from the bundles and completing some things, we made over 1,000 gold on farm turn-ins today. Day 33 started off with a notification that my still watering can was completed. A big step for the program. Today I wanted to start working toward getting the coop area finally cleaned out and prepped for the luau, which will be held tomorrow. I teleported to the beach and foraged for any item I could find. This helped waste time until Clint would open and I could go get my upgraded still watering can from him. This would now water 5 places, a big jump from 3 that we had now. I even stopped by the museum and gave Gunther some more rocks and shards of glass. Alright, a new reward. Hit me up, Gunther. Oh, we got another picture. He gave me a reward. It was another painting. Dude is whack. After watering, I ran down and checked out the traveling salesperson and found an apricot. After buying this, I made a bet with myself that the bats in the cave would have brought me one as well. They did not, but they did bring 2 other items that I could throw in the fall foraging bundle and get us a head start. I added the apricot to the artisan bundle and was halfway finished with that one. I decided to spend the rest of the day fishing at the lake, smelting, and then off to bed for the next day. Day 34 was short but sweet. Today I wanted to get my recycler built and maybe collect more wood for projects around the farm. Got a pepper today. Let's go. First things first, I had to water and harvest some wheat. I had my first pepper today as well. That would go into the bundle. I took off the Pierre so I could buy more wheat as we needed that for the rest of the bundle. I tossed fish into the bundle at the community center and I went to do a Demetrius quest that I picked up off the board at the ocean while fishing. I ended up in the fight of my life with an octopus though. Oh my Jesus. What is this? What are you? This thing doesn't play by the rules. Oh, I got it. What is it? Oh, I caught an octopus. Holy cow. After my fishing was done struggling and using all my energy because of that octopus, I went home, crafted a recycler, and called it a day. For such a short and sweet day, we made 1,537 gold. More rain and thunder today. With that said, I needed to go to the mine and get some more ore, as always, but I needed to plan out what else to do. I had all the rain fish, but goodies in the cave would complete bundles and upgrades that we needed. I ran down to check the traveling cellar and nothing was there and was met with thunder, which made me think today was not a very lucky day. The gods disapproved of my plans. That's ominous. Come on, game. You're not going to make me break every rock in here, are you? Almost every rock. Inside the cave, I found out just how unlucky I was to be. Bad luck hit me from all sides. It allowed me to level up my mining, and I did indeed find lots of iron ore, but the cave was just making it so dang difficult to find ladders under the rocks. By the time that I got to level 59, my energy was spent, and the cave decided to throw one last circle maze at me. Finally! We hit level 60, and I was rewarded with the crystal dagger. I would probably end up selling this to the Adventurers Guild in the future, but it was a nice token right now. Whew. You gave me a gift on the last 2 levels. What we got here? Anything good? Ooh, a crystal dagger. I decided to leave the caves after a few attempts at fishing, which did not mean much. I went home and sold the spoils, making around 1685 for the day. We were slowly building a nest egg for farm buildings in the future. I went into day 36 with the main goal of upgrading my axe so we could get into the secret forest. We'll need hardwood in the future for future projects. After my morning routines, I tried to find Marnie, but she was not home. I need to give her gifts so I can get the mayor's shorts back that are in her bedroom. I mean, that's weird enough, but her hiding from her own store is making big problems. I finally found her at Pierre's, where I gave her a gift. I then, so excited from giving her the gift and finding her, made a critical mistake and overspent on buying seeds. I'm an idiot. I just spent my money that I needed for my upgrade. I no longer had the money to do the upgrade. Well, guess we won't be upgrading our tools today. Then, to make matters worse, I took my frustrations out on Mayor Lewis and lashed out on him when he caught me digging through the trash. Shut up, Lewis. I then headed over to Clint's to get more geodes opened up. I head to Gunther. He had some more surprises for me today as well. But unfortunately, his surprises are really starting to suck. Ooh, we get a new reward. What are we going to get? Drum block. Gunther, your rewards are getting pretty lackluster. I went to the beach and found a replacement shell for the one that I gave Jazz. Oh, there's a shell to replace the one I gave away. Though I could give it as a gift. You know what? We've not give Alex anything. Happy birthday. Hey, you're welcome, buddy. I could at least used a heart, you know? Come on. Evidently, karma was in my favor, and I was rewarded for it as I walked over to the other part of the beach, and lo and behold, oh, there's another one! What bounty! Just as I was feeling bad about myself, another one rears its head. After that, I went home and placed the drum item. I'm sure that it will be annoying, and I will get rid of it before fall hits. I did go into the bat cave and found a pomegranate. We'll need that for the community center. Ooh, a pomegranate. We need that for the bundle. And I lost my mind a bit, and for some reason, I figured out that, you know what? This dude really is a wizard. All right. I knew somebody. The chef wants that. And where's the spooky? Oh, he's called the enchanter, but we know what he really is. You're a wizard, Harry. He is indeed a wizard. I went back to the farm, planted blueberries, cleared trees, and went to bed. We made an outstanding 4,403 gold on day 36. After making really good money last night, we woke up with morningwood problems. My peach tree wasn't able to grow last night. Oh no, it's because I planted something next. Well, maybe it's this. No, it's definitely the poppy. I'm going to have to move the poppy. It wasn't the poppy. But also, with all that money we made, I needed to upgrade the axe today. We needed to start farming the secret woods for hardwood and other things. I also needed to get the coop done. I started gathering wood for that, and I had enough. And I wanted to get the axe going first because I'm really bad at math and wanted to make sure that I did the upgrade, then the coop. In classic Steve fashion, I just totally forgot about all my plans and took a midday break to do some fishing. This fishing led to the whole day's time period. Oh, it's a sturgeon. We needed that for the bundle. It did lead to knocking out a friendship quest for Penny off the bulletin board. I got free friendship points for that. If only women were this easy to please in real life. I also got the elusive sturgeon fishing in the mountain lake. Oh, that finishes the lake fish. Ooh, we get tackle. We can't use that on this fishing rod, but the next one we will be able to. Oh, Penny. You're looking good from behind, girl. After some locker room talk with Penny, I gave her the item that she wanted and got her reward. After that, I went home and decided that it was time to just relax for the evening. It's unfortunate you can't turn down the money and just take more friendship points. Even though we made 1,297 gold today, I totally forgot about the coop, upgrading my axe, and probably everything else that I wanted to accomplish on day 37. Waking up on day 38, I checked the weather and learned that the luau was tomorrow. I walked outside to see huge, delicious melons. Holy melons. They weren't ripe yet, so I didn't touch them. I did give them a wet t-shirt day and went on with normal farming chores. I went in and checked the cave and found out that the bats had left me a pomegranate and a salmonberry. After watering, I teleported to the beach and did some light foraging. Once again, I found another rainbow shell. I may give this one to Marnie later in the day to fuel our friendship. I've got to get the mayor's shorts at some point. I went and visited Clint. He found 2 more rocks for the museum. I got a big bear and a singing stone as rewards from Gunther for the donations. After that, I decided to head up to Robin and Demetrius' house to visit Maru. Does anyone ever marry her in the game?
Hey, Demetrius.
Sure. Hey, Maru. I know we don't talk much, but I brought you a brick for your birthday. A birthday gift. It's great, thanks. Two heart. Okay, the girl really loves her blocks. All right. I always felt like she looked kind of young, so it was weird. I may attempt it this time, just to be different. I gave her a birthday present. She really likes metal bars. What a nerd. I then went and finally visited the new area that was open during the earthquake. And another. Wow, okay, 2 for 2. The railroad didn't have much up there, but it had a few worm spawns. And I got a lot more books for the library. I keep digging them up. I then decided to give a shell to Marnie and then try to get the pants. She wouldn't let me in. After a pretty successful day, I decided to go fish for extra money and hopefully get something nice to add to the luau tomorrow. We've got to impress the governor. The big Pelican Town luau was today. Evidently, the governor is coming to taste some soup. Hopefully, I don't ruin it for the whole town. I was hoping to find an item. I did eventually get a summer squash with a gold reputation. I watered everything and got some fruits out of the bat cave. I really wanted to run up to Robin and Demetrius's to see if she would take my money for the coop. Robin, can you put my coop up? You cannot. I bet it's all closed today. Alas, she would not be home as everyone was already at the beach. Even seeing that Robin wasn't home, I ran down to Clint's to see if maybe he could start an upgrade.
He's not in either. Don't you bums work on holidays?
He was not in either. At this point, I just decided, give in to my intrusive thoughts, and went to the luau as the game intended.
All right, let's check out this whole luau thing.
That would be hilarious to wake up and there's just a festival there.
That's not how that works, Marlon. Governor, who cares?
Why is Willie so far down here?
There's rumors that she's his daughter. Dun dun dun. The mer people are curious about your festivities.
After visiting around with the townsfolk, I threw in my star-rated summer squash. I didn't expect much from the results, but I did enjoy the day.
All right, let's throw something in here for this. I'm sure the governor's not going to be that appreciative of it. Uh-oh. No? That's a very pleasant soup. The produce from this valley never disappoints. All right, we didn't get the best, but we did okay.
And that's what matters. Mediocrity. Mediocrity indeed. Mediocrity heading into day 40. The weather today was a thunderstorm and rain to be followed by more tomorrow.
All right, 2 days of rain. Very nice.
Willie has new rods. Dirty. After collecting some items from the farm, including a tomato that I would turn into the community center later, I rushed down to the beach to honestly not find an expansive amount of foraging materials. I did get to see a pelican get scared.
The bird jumped when it lightninged. You're not ready for it. Old man knows I'm not ready to get married.
An old man standing in the corner of the beach insulted me, saying I was single for a reason. Not sure what that meant. It motivated me to go to Clint to get my upgraded axe. I visited the community center and turned in a tomato I harvested this morning into the summer crops bundle. I only had the blueberry and melon to go, and they were almost done growing. We're about to complete another one. I went and got the supplies for the coop at the farm and ran up to Robin's house. I was wanting to put an order in. Demetrius greeted me with some dad talk as he thought I was trying to hit on his daughter Maru.
Robin, you better be open today.
Oh, she is. Oh no, it's a cutscene. I don't want to see a cutscene. I wanted to see my...
Is there really sexual tension watching a beaker boil? Uh-oh. Thanks for helping out, Steven.
Yeah, I look like I'm a scientist, like these two nerds.
Maru's a good kid. She's my special little girl. I wouldn't want anything getting in the... Oh my god, Demetrius just went like...
Just a food for thought. Good lord! What a... Okay. Yeah, what do you say after that? I mean, he threatened to break a foot off in my butt if I said anything. Hi, I don't know if I want to buy stuff from your husband now, but I guess I have to. After that, I got Robin to place the spot for the coop. After this, I went to the mine and spent the rest of the evening. I made it down to level 65, which was a nice goal. I wanted to hit level 70, but it turned out that after hitting level 5 mining, I get a profession tonight. I just didn't have the energy to get down, and I ended on level 69. Nice. I wanted to make it to level 70, but I don't think we're going to. I'm running out of energy. Well, crap. I loaded up and headed back for a good night's rest. We made over 2,000 gold on this day. Overnight, we were able to select the mining profession, which means +1 more ore per vein. That's a tongue twister. Anyways, that's huge for the program. After gathering from the garden, I headed over to the community center to turn in 5 gold quality melons and one of our mini melons that we harvested this morning. I don't have footage of that harvesting because I am a donkey. Today was Alex's birthday. He's a bro, so he loves granola. So I made him a bar from tree parts and gave it to him. He was super excited for it. Clint knocked out a few geodes that I had stored up. All right, Clint. I need you to process these geodes and find some winners. There's one winner. And maybe 2 winners. You're finding a lot of rocks today, buddy. Ooh. 3 winners. Always take iron. Alright, we got more iron ore. I kept tabs on every time he swung his hammer. After that, I headed down into the mines. Holy crap. There's a lot going on this level. The goal today was level 70 or so. Enemies were out in full force as soon as I stepped in. I progressed down the mine pretty well. We've made it back to 69. Nice. Level 70 rewarded me with a master slingshot. I was disappointed in this, but it's used on down the line for some things. Made it to 70. A master slingshot. Oh. He dropped 2 bone swords. On down, the skeletons kept dropping bone sword after bone sword after bone sword. This is iron ore. I think I've called it silver like 600 times. Bone swords are 20 to 30. +4 speed and 2 weight. Don't hate it. I just don't know if I like it better than this. Another one? I've got to pick it up. It's worth too much. All right, at 75. Let's get out of here. I stopped by the Adventurers Guild and sold the extra weaponry and went home. It was our largest day of profit, making over 7,260 gold, and that's not even including what we sold at the Adventurers Guild. Yesterday was our most profitable day. I started out today with a new Queen of Sauce. Oh, new Queen of Sauce! Sing to me, lady. I promise someday I'll have a kitchen to make recipes. We learned how to make pancakes. I think that's how they say it in Pelican Town. We also got blueberries, which I believe will finish a bundle. We got blueberries. We got blueberries. I need to buy more crops today. I immediately ran to the community center for a turn-in to see what we would get. I got a free quality sprinkler, and I realized I'm going to need a lot more of these guys if we're going to make the thing work. All right, Junimos, or whatever your name is, prepare to take the long arm of my blueberry. We got a quality sprinkler. Let's go. I need gold before I can really do those. That's why we're going to do our pickaxe today. Hey, Clint, in order to upgrade my pickaxe. All right, Clint, I need you to make my axe harder. I then turned and gave him and Penny some summer squashes that I had laying around. Do you like squash? She loved it. I went over to Haley's to give her and Emily a gift, but because I'm such a ladies' man, I was already in Emily's dreams. Such a Chad status for me here in Pelican Town. I'm not going to walk in on her while she's... Oh. She's Prince Pooh from Earthbound. If there's cats in front of those rainbows, he would have got sued. Yeah. That's why people subscribe to me, Emily. Duh. I went into Marnie's and was hit with the feels over the Shane cutscene.
Oh, no. Shane's my bro. We'll get him up. Oh, no. Don't let the little girl in. Well, that was not the cutscene I was expecting. Here, I was just trying to get into Marnie's room. Possibly hitting me too close to home and just bothering me since I really wanted to be friends with Shane in this playthrough. Honestly, I think this was the first time I've ever seen this cutscene. You can say what you want about my Stardew Valley fandom, but I didn't always make friends with everybody. Not gonna lie, I think the goat cheese and the wool, even though they're super expensive, that's gonna save me a lot of time on those bundles. I was super stoked at what we found at the traveling sales lady today. Goat cheese and wool would super speed up our bundle progress. It was a big haul indeed. Secret Woods, go! We need to go to the community center ASAP to turn these items in, but I wanted to get into the Secret Woods finally. I cut my way into the Secret Woods. It was here that I snooped around, found a statue, killed some slimes, and harvested hardwood. I know I'm supposed to give him something, but I have no clue what. Let's see if we can catch this fish that I need. It also took time to catch a specialty fish that was in this area. Secret Woods fish, come to me. That's just a carp, you're not the one. There it is, it's a wood skip. What a haul today. What a haul. Alright, what do we have here? Specialty, wood skip, gip. Pufferfish is probably going to be at the beach. It's part of the dye bundle for Emily. Artisan bundle, goat cheese. Oh, I thought cloth was on there. I could have made a blunder. No, I did not. Boom. I went to the community center and I added the specialty fish bundle, the dye bundle, artisan, and animal bundles. I should have bought seeds today, but I totally forgot because of everything else that was going on. That will be a job for day 43. We made over 4,000 gold today, and the farm is really starting to pay off. I'm kind of happy with our progress thus far. Today we woke up with some corn ready to go. Robin had also finally finished the chicken coop after hammering on it for a couple of days. I harvested the corn, we had some honey, and checked the bat cave to find a few items. I smelled some more iron ore. Robin's coop looked good, but we needed to eventually get some hens in it if we wanted eggs. I went to try to find Marnie, but as always, she wasn't at home. Girl, have a flower. Instead, I found Leah and gave her a gift. Oh no, not George. Going into town, we ran into a George cutscene where Penny tried to help him with his wheelchair in the mail. He was a little ashamed and got upset. I had to play peacekeeper. We're gonna jump an old dude in a wheelchair. You think they would have the dude like a concrete ramp to his mailbox or something? You know, a sidewalk could really help him out in this situation. I'm not sure why they didn't build him one. I found Marnie at Pierre's while I was buying some more corn seeds. I gave her a flower. I immediately belittled her because she wasn't at work. Go back to your work, Marnie. I went to the community center, finished the artisan bundle way early. Ooh, we're going to finish the artisan bundle. Holy crap. Oh, we get a keg! Let's go! That's big. That's huge for the program. Absolutely huge. Being from Kentucky, I was absolutely stoked about getting a keg from the reward. I went to check on Marnie's and found I was high enough to go back and get the mayor's shorts. Oh, I can go back here. Wonder why they're in her bedroom. They were in her bedroom all along. Marnie, you may not be selling cocks today, but you know, I got the mayor's underoos. I went home and planted the corn I'd bought at Pierre's earlier, and I gave it a good water. In the cover of darkness, out of respect, I took the mayor his shorts. Here's your pants. Oh, you found them? Well, I know how. I have no idea how they could have gotten there. Cough. He should be like, well, how did you get in her bedroom? Sure, Mayor. Sure. 750 gold to keep my mouth closed? You got it. He paid me off to keep my trap closed. Thanks for the money, boss. I went to the farm, made a bait maker, smelted some more ore, called it a day.
It's going to storm tomorrow. Another good day for going to the mines. I'll make one of these lightning rods. I got a letter. Lewis gave me a recipe for spaghetti. Oh wow, our meat is already done. The day before, I'd thrown some honey in the keg. Walking outside, I saw that it was already finished. Ooh, we got a star fruit. I will keep that in my back pocket. My first star fruit, also that I planted what seems ages ago, was already grown. I decided to hold on to that for good keeping. I built 3 lightning rods to sit next to the house. I would need to start stocking up battery packs for future projects. I set them next to the cat's water dish for good measure. I figured the cat could help maintain them. I also constructed another bee house and set it next to the others. Is this woman never working? I went to Marnie's once more to find out she is indeed never working. I turned the sunflower seed into the dye bundle. It had been growing near my bee houses to help make honey. I only needed a duck feather and a red cabbage to complete that dye bundle. Clint had my steel pickaxe ready. Thanks for the pickaxe, Clint. I learned that nobody likes poppies in this city. Why do none of them like poppies? I yet again continue to make the town hate me, one person at a time. Oh, where's Willie? Ahoy! Aye, that's good stuff there. The fish go crazy for it. Well, we're gonna have to catch every fish if we're gonna do perfection. Oh, Willie, we're gonna get the community center fix for you. Alright, thanks, Willie. I really just want to... Ooh, I need that fish smoker. I don't have the cave jelly, though. Iridium... Oh, it's 7,500! Man, you don't gotta... You can't give me a sob story, then freaking... Charge me 7,500 for a fishing rod? Willie gave me a sob story. He then tried to price gouge me immediately afterwards on the fiberglass rod. So much for always trusting a local fisherman. I spent the rest of the day gathering hardwood in the secret woods and clearing the farm off at the bottom. Foraging leveled up while I was clearing the farm off. I created my second quality sprinkler with the gold bar and then skedaddled off to bed. With all the rain, thunder, and lightning coming down today, it would have been a good mining day. But first I had to do a few things. I finally made it down to Marnie's with her actually working because I stood at the door as soon as the hours opened up. She's finally working. I bought 2 chickens, naming them after channel supporters. All right. First one's going to be Mother Love. Cayman. Today was also Sam's birthday. But does a teenager ever come out of their room, especially when it rains in this game? We're going to have to catch Sam when he comes out. I had a 3-week-old pizza with his name on it. Oh, he's coming out. I didn't expect that. Hey, you remembered. Now that's what I'm talking about. I didn't realize I had so many hearts with Sam. Cool. His little brother hates me, though, but that's expected. After waiting forever, he finally come out of his room after staring at his dresser for like an hour, and he really appreciated his old pizza. It was time to go mining. My goal today was to get items to finish the boiler room so we could get the mine carts on track to save lots of time. I leveled up fighting quickly and shouted a nice battle call at a skeleton. He hit me with something. True mine! I battled my way down to level 80 where we got some Firewalker boots with more defense and immunity. Ah, level 80. What do we get? Ooh, we got some new boots. What are those? 3 and 3. Holy cow, that's a big upgrade. I actually exited and sold some items to the Adventurers Guild to have more space. I went back in and found a rare diamond. Oh, what is that? Is that a diamond? I am so glad I went up and sold stuff to reset. Let's freaking go. I found the fire quartz that we needed for one of the bundles on level 82. If I could round up enough gold, we would be in business. Not just for the bundles, but for sprinklers that I needed to start making. I made it to level 85 and decided it was time to get out of the mines. I had taken a beating the last few levels from tougher enemies. I started smelling on the iron and gold ore to finish up the community center bundles. Hopefully we get to work on those first thing in tomorrow morning.
Upon waking up, nothing in the house worked today. The TV's channels were out,
Green rain.
and I noticed that it was raining, but it was green. This was probably the most bizarre day that I've ran into yet in Stardew Valley 1.6.
What the heck? What is this? Saw the weather report last night. I'm not sure what will happen. If anyone wants to take shelter at the saloon, I'll keep it open all day.
As I was watching the green glow and noticing weird trees on my land, I remembered that I never fed my chickens yesterday. I would take care of them off screen. Once again, I was a donkey for not recording it.
Well, this is going to be a fun day.
I wanted to walk around and see how different Pelican Town was looking in the green rain.
Holy crap, look how grown up this is. Demetrius has to be going crazy right now.
I completed some of the bundles in the boiler rooms. The mine carts would now be fixed, and I got another furnace for my reward.
All right, let's see if we can fix this. Geologist bundle gone. I get Omni Geodes. And then blacksmith's bundle. Boom. Mine carts. What do we get from that? Oh, another furnace. I needed one. We are the Junimos, keepers of the forest. They're actually really good. Don't yell your profanities at me. I didn't bring the fodder. I keep forgetting the fodder. But we got the boiler room made. Awesome.
I walked up to see Demetrius, and he was role-playing the movie Evolution.
I knew Demetrius would be out in this. Oh, Linus is taking it to heart. How does Linus know that? How does he know the trees will be gone tomorrow?
I'm beginning to think there's a lot more to Linus than we know. He seems to know a lot. After talking with everyone at Pierre's and the pub, I was curious to why most just didn't stay at home.
Good Lord, everybody did come in here. Apparently the rain is supposed to be completely harmless. Yeah, okay. I hope these weird rains don't bother the fish. Everybody stayed inside, and my dude just runs around like nothing. Clint! Dude, true character, why the hell aren't you in your place? Why didn't Haley just stay in her house? Like, why would they get out in it in the first place?
Confused at the Pelican Town citizens, I took off and spent the rest of the day just getting resources like wood and stone to build more additions to the farm. I was just walking around trying to find what I could in all of this green rain.
What is this? This weekend, 20th to 21st, can improve your fish fighter skills. There's a trout derby coming up. Let's go.
I discovered that there's a trout derby coming up as well. I was definitely not prepared for this at all in year one, as I didn't even have the fiberglass rod or anything to go with it. I finished the day getting more items, and then watched the Junimos repair the mine carts. We made a lot of money today.
Yes. The Junimos don't care about green rain. Get my mine carts done. We can bug Clint so much more effective now. Ooh, it's even green in the background. We made a fortune today. 5,000 exactly. Upgrade City.
Woke up on day 47 and started my traditional chores of gathering produce and watering the land.
Ooh, it's a cherry.
I found a cherry in the bat cave. I thought that would go toward a bundle. I figured I would deal with that later. I started organizing my chest as I had added a new one in the house. I also finally remembered to take care of my 2 chickens. I gave them some love and some food even. I then proceeded to head to Robin's and order the barn to be built right south of the chicken coop.
Right there, Robin.
I also knocked out Demetrius' birthday present by giving him a strawberry while I was there.
Have a strawberry. Today is the anniversary of my birth. Thank you. Demetrius, you're a weird dude, but you're pretty cool, I guess.
Of course he was weird about it. I stopped by the community center and realized I was totally wrong about the cherry. Into the selling box it goes. I gave some flowers to Evelyn because if you don't give Evelyn flowers, you're just a monster. I let Clint work his magic and talked up his game like he was a stripper.
Here we go, Clint. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. My turn-ins to Gunther netted me a reward. Pumpkin seeds. We get a new reward. Pumpkin seeds. Well, that's for next time. I feel we're ahead of the curve right now because this will be used in about 9 days when fall starts.
Ooh.
I ran down to the beach and found another of what I'll just call friendship shells now. I immediately tried to give it to Leah but was blocked. Stupid rules of friendship in this game. Instead of that, I headed back to the farm and planted more of the corn seeds that I picked up from Pierre's off-screen. I constructed another furnace and started more ore up to smelt. I finally threw the star fruit into the keg and headed to bed, making around 1756 gold for the day. Even on top of all that, I feel like I forgot something. Day 48 brought my memory back. I forgot about the trout derby. It was the trout derby. I think I've totally forgot about it. Before I could play or do anything, I had to do my adulting chores. You all know the drill by now. We're about 50 days in. Watering, picking produce, and animal control. I got a letter from Demetrius. This dude is smart. He should know that melons are hard to get right now. Not really. He's very smart. Oh, he wants a melon. I will have to bring him a melon. I've got a few in the fridge. I grabbed the melon out of the fridge, and I headed over to my good buddy Demetrius' house to give it to him. Oh, Demetrius. I bought you a big, luscious melon, buddy. Demetrius is my first friend. He's very excited about getting the luscious melon. He gave me 550 gold. Oh, we could do an upgrade now if I wanted to. Getting friendship with him made him my first true friend here in Pelican Town. I'm actually shocked. This is the first time ever that Demetrius has been the first one. Speaking of the town folk, I tried to go down to the beach and I got cutscenes for both Alex and Sam on my way. I was just wanting to go fish for a pufferfish at the beach. It's so proper when they call me Steven. Alex, of course, embarrassed me by throwing me a football. I would have totally caught that in real life. Oh no, I would be able to catch a football. He didn't even go pick it up. Professional grid ball player. We get back to back. I just wanted to fish for a pufferfish. Sam showed his mature side, protecting his little brother from his father being off to war. Finally, I can come down here and fish in peace. It took me a little bit, but I finally got the pufferfish from the fishing, along with some other fish to sell. Oh, lassie. Sweet sassy molasses. Oh my god, this has got to be the pufferfish. This guy's all over the place. Yes, let's go. It was well worth watching all the nonsense. I went by the community center and I finished the specialty fish bundle. Ooh, that's all the specialty fish. Getting a prize of Dish of the Sea food, which increases my fishing level. Dish o' the Sea. Those are worth a lot of money. Once again, I ran back and took care of my chickens, but you thought I'd forget. I had a bulletin board quest bounty for a squid kid in the caves. I was on my way there anyway and decided to knock that out and attain ore along the way. I got a lot of ore and drops along the way. I finally hit level 90 and I got an upgraded sword for a weapon. Oh, what a floor. I leveled up. I got diamonds. I've got gold. I've got topaz. Level 90. What do we got? A sword. It's a big upgrade. It's slow. And it's big. We'll get rid of them. Another sword. But it's so slow. It gives defense and weight, though. A few levels down, I got another sword. It was just way too slow to use. I made it as far as level 93. Left, sold the extra materials to the Adventurers Guild, and I called it a day. We made over 36.24 in gold today. Not bad. I totally did forget about the trout thing again. Old man Steve Brain was hitting me hard on day 49. I forgot to check the TV completely as I was walking out to work on watering my garden. Oh my god, I forgot to check to see if there was a Queen of Sauce. There is. Mackie Row. I need to upgrade my house. I A storm is approaching. Oh, today would be a good day to upgrade my watering can then. I thought about upgrading the watering can today since the weather had rain in effect. Oh, I bet I don't have the $10,000 for it. But I had to plan out how to make money in a hurry. The chickens had already grown up quite a bit and produced their first eggs. I was pretty shocked about this. In town, I spotted a quest for Clint that I really wanted to do. A rainbow trout. I really want to do that for Clint. Pierre, as much as I'd love the big bag, I need your money, buddy. Oh, I hope he's open on Sundays, or I'm going to be really bitter. If he's not open today, I'm totally going to go. I have faith in my boy, Clint. He's open. 10,000. Woo! Probably should have got the bag. I know what you all are thinking. I gave him 10K to start an upgrade on the watering can since we'd had rain in the forecast. This was a big gamble to get ahead of the game. I dropped a few items off to Gunther. No reward today, kids. We'd have to just try harder. Let's use this before you all have a conniption fit. I finally remembered to use the mine carts that the Junimos repaired. Hopefully that'll get you all off my back. I dropped off a red mushroom for the exotic foraging bundle. I still have some work to do on that one. I went fishing at the river to try to get Clint his rainbow trout. It really didn't take it that long. Rainbow trout, let's go. I gave him his trout, and I took the ticket to the mayor's house to run the prize machine. Clint, I want to be your friend. Caught you your rainbow trout. Oh, Clint. Clint, I brought you a rainbow trout. Let's see what the mayor's going to give me now. Oh. Hen seeds. I got some seeds out of it. I guess every prize just isn't a winner. I stopped by the traveling sales cart, but I just didn't have the money for the item I wanted after investing in the upgraded watering can. Let's see if the EO traveling merchant has anything for me. Ooh, the moral. Oh, I don't have the money. I decided to peek my head down into the trout derby to see what was going on. So how does this trout derby work? It just seemed like I just bothered people and I didn't get a single trout ticket. Why's this dude shaking so bad? Willie's up there. There's twins. This dude's out here by himself. Excuse me, I'm trying to enjoy the peace and quiet. You not gonna talk? Can't you take a hint? Someone's about to get battered and it ain't the trout. Okay, I hear you loud and clear. Actually, I barely caught any trout. I didn't catch one. After a salt and battery charge, I decided it was time to cast a few more lines and head for home. Day 50 was coming up. We did make almost 4K today, so we did make back half of our money. Overnight off screen, the Quee guy dropped boxes all over the area. Don't get mad at how I pronounce that. It's how the creator of the game does. I got a salad recipe in the mail. I wasn't very excited about that. Wow, thanks for teaching me salad, Emily. Like that's... If you're an adult and you don't know how to make salad, I don't know what to tell you. Leveled up on farming. Let's go. While harvesting, I leveled up farming to level 8. I found 5 gold star corn to complete the quality crops bundle. Boom. Boom goes the quality crops. Oh, another preserves jar. Nice. I went to Marnie. Surprise, surprise, she was actually working. Marnie, you gonna be working today? You are. I bought a milk pail and some cows to put in the barn. Again, I named them after Patreon supporters. Buy a milk pail, and let's see if she'll sell me some cows. This would be Party Commissar. We'll get another cow. And this will be Eccentric. I ran straight to the barn to welcome them aboard. I decided since it was raining, it was time to head to the mine, and I started on level 91. I was met with some resistance as soon as I walked in. Sir, if you could stop shooting me in the face, that would be great. I had a shirt drop on the way down. I got excited and had to put it on. I don't know what my new shirt looks like. Well, that's cool. Like a little new jacket for me to wear. The mine decided to throw another swirl level at me in level 99. 99. Can we make it to 100? We're low on everything. Perseverance paid off and we hit level 100. I need a cave carrot. I need something. I got absolutely nothing on this run. I don't know what to throw away. I really need some staircase. Yeah. Oh my god, we made it. Oh, we get energy. Yes. My mind is filled with thoughts of bourbon. Damn straight. We were rewarded with a Stardew drop and increased energy. I exited the mine, used a teleporter that I had looted on the way down, and got home to start smelting and calling into the day 50. What a day, what a day. I guess we'll do it all again tomorrow. Hey, you watched the video to the end. That means you really liked it. So you know what you need to know is I got many playlists just like this one all over the channel. And while you're at it and you're looking, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, do all the things that YouTube loves, because that's what we're here for. It really does make a difference, and I appreciate you if you do it. So please, give me a like, give me that comment, and some love for the channel. Please, I'm begging you.